Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. In the last one we kind of had a bit of a crash. We were able to get it to load back up, so let's go. I haven't played in a little bit, but... Oh. We must save my crew. Hurry? Who's saying this? Go down into the sewers at... What just happened? Uh-oh. Did we just hit some other bug? What's going on here? Jay intends to make her brazen nemesis pay for all the misfortune she has suffered because of him, from forcing her to leave Footfall to kidnapping her gang. Pump the gas into the vents, go down into the sewers. Why did we get X's on those all of a sudden? Hold on. Crap. We might be getting some weird bugs right now. I wonder if that's what caused the crash before. It's been, like a week since I've been able to play this. There's been a couple of missed episodes, mostly because I got busy at work and whatnot, but hopefully I have some time now. Okay, is this gonna happen again? There wasn't the guy here. Oh, maybe that guy saw me. Ooh, we can't even see him from in here. Yeah, maybe when we loaded it loads him in like a random spot or something and he was close to us.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. Can't go that way, right? Okay, I think that's what happened is we got caught by that guy. Don't want to get too close. Think we need to hide in this corner?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
This is janky as fuck. I don't like it when games that aren't built for stealth try and do stealth shit.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, he stopped walking. Alright.
Let us not dawdle.
Yeah, we can use the sound to help us. That's nice.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, you know what? Fuck you, dude. Trying to be patient here, okay? But all right. I'm wondering if we missed one of the things for gassing them out or something. There's not one over here, is there?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Displeased rumble of drowsy gears from deep inside the cogitator, but the machine spirits obey and awaken to the cogitator screen. Okay, where does this go? Where are you going, Shireen? The hunt for the Void Rats has only just begun. Did that fail? No, we succeeded. So what happened? Okay, it awakened the screen. So now can we do more with it? Set up cogitator. There we go. Okay. Bro. They should have just done that on the first click, but that's okay. Alright, just in case that guy walking around is going to come back here for some reason. Looks like one of them's still standing. Wake up, Tora. Come on, you bloody Kashka. Wake up. Jay shakes the surviving twin by the shoulder. Yeah? Che? Gib Alba here. It's a trap. Where you go? The bruised and bloodied face with swollen eyes is hard to recognize as the once radiant visage of Tora the twin. Oh, by the exalted one, what's the Ashmak done to your poor face? Light of my soul. Jay gently strokes the girl's swollen cheek and then turns to you. He will die here like the scum that he is, Shireen. It's what he deserves. She does not seem to be asking you a question. Okay? Yeah, do what you want. I ain't gonna stop you. This guy somehow... he's just gonna act like nothing happened. Without another word, the cold trader draws her weapon and carries out your sentence. It was her sentence. I just said it was okay. That's for my brother, you piece of shit. A few scant tears trickle from Tora's watery eyes. The rest of the gang are huddled together despite their pitiful physical condition. They greet you with satisfied smirks and they continually shoot delighted glances at you and Jay. Well, Shireen, from now on Footfall can sleep soundly. The foulest wart on its rusted body has finally been burnt off by none other than Jay Haydari, and her wonderful patron, of course. Jay winks at you, and her face breaks into the most genuine smile you have ever seen from her. I'll admit, I'm still struggling to wrap my head around what's happened. I need to go over things with my guys. I'm sure I'll have advice and instructions to hand out. As for our little adventure, let's talk about it back on the ship in a more private setting. Okay. Can't use any of that. Okay, that's just that other room. Okay, I think he just bugged. These two just didn't drop for some reason. Nothing else to loot.
Is there money to be made?
Okay, and that just goes back up to the Amassicus. All right, cool. Okay. According to the information gathered by Chorda enforcers, Vladame is holding secret meetings at the Adeptus Amassicus bar. This could be the Lord Captain's chance to discuss the situation that Footfall finds itself in. Okay, so Vladame might be here. We'll probably end up siding with him because screw Incendia Chorda. The Lord Inquisitor is not seeing any visitors on account of being preoccupied. Okay, so as soon as we deal with this other thing, I think that we'll move on to that. Okay. Rat hunting, we just need to go and talk to Jay on the bridge. That was that bugged one. Alright, so we're basically caught up at the moment. Alright. Very, very good. So let's try and find Vladame then. Oh, looks like he's right over there. You have no other options, Ryza. If you abandon Footfall to Chorda and flee, where are you going to sell your goods or restock your supplies? It will just be a slow death for all of you. No missiles, no water, no air. So quit bargaining with the inevitable and follow the plan. Your plan is a suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, no nothing. Vladame and Ryza notice you, and the old pirate grins sarcastically. You're trying to play above your league, Vakemo. You've taken on a rogue trader dynasty with only a handful of cutthroats and a couple of guns to your name. I see your march to the gallows as more of a gallop. Turning away from Ryza, Vladame's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. Who do we have here? A couple of hardened insurgents? With a wry smile, Vladame corrects you. Ungodly, lawless rabble-rousers who are a threat to the security of this station. Kindly refer to us using our full titles. Greetings, your lordship, and as for you, Vakemo, I've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap and the kind of gamble I don't take. I'll leave you to think about your prospects and maybe realize that using my shuttle would be a better idea, while the shuttle and I are still here. Alright, Ryza's gonna take off. Look at Vladame. The former liege looks angry in focus, his coat collar is unbuttoned, showing the meshwork of ceramite reinforced armor hidden underneath. He's wearing a gun holster on his side. Now that Vladame has thrown off the mask of a disgruntled bureaucrat, his sleeves are rolled up, showing his old bandit tattoos. He's exuding an aura of imperious cruelty, angry and focused. You saved Footfall Station from starvation by granting it your patronage and delivering shipments of grain, okay? How's the station faring? It turned into a kingdom of death, executing protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good, useful policies within reasonable limits. I'd use them myself, in fact. However, with Lady Chorda, reasonable limits are a distant memory at this point. Fortunately, I'd been preparing for that turn of events ever since the first time that hag tried to take Footfall. You helped us then, giving me time to organize. I set up weapons caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agent's data from the Cogitator network. When Chorda took power, she thought she'd won, but the station was still mine to an extent. My little army is waging war on the enforcers. We slaughter patrols, wrestle back detainees, and punish those who collaborate with the enemy, or are close to someone who does. Vladame's ruthless smile is like a jagged steel trap. Incendia has her reprisals and I have mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupation force. Let's see. Seems like almost all of these are like rude to him. I see. He smiles tersely. Old habits never go away. I'll admit I didn't exactly miss the days of my youth, but to find myself in the line of fire again is invigorating. Your lordship, perhaps you have little love to spare for me, nor have you built a strong alliance with the organization I'm a member of. But if looking at the new order of things on Footfall gives you even a tiny suspicion that it's damned madness, step in and help me stop it. You have seldom cooperated with the Kasbalika mission. Alright. I wonder if that also has to do with choices that we've made on our home planets, too? Which I guess that'd be true. We often didn't, so... What kind of help do you expect from me? A general uprising will be doomed. The enforcers have isolated the asteroids. We can't strike out against Incendia. She has the greater numbers, and her throne's refractor field will protect her from any attack. An insidious smile appears on the liege's lips. So we'll ask her ladyship to come to us, exploiting her overconfidence. If she wants my blood, let her come and spill it. She knows we use the Amesicus as our meeting place. If you let the enforcers know I can be found and grabbed in here, she will come. Hardly with her throne in tow, I imagine. We'll lure her into a trap, kill her, and take back Footfall. What size force do you command? However much Chorda would like to believe she's kicked the Kasbalika out of Footfall, she hasn't. We're scattered all over the station, lying low, and there's still enough of us to cause trouble. A small band of my most daring cutthroat. Staff members who were by my side when I came to power. Business partners who still remember that any venture is only as reliable as the grip of the venturer's hand on their pistol. Add to that the group of Xenos mercenaries which my colleagues from the Casbala Commission have provided me with. A radical solution, I know, but they don't care who they kill as long as I pay them. And I have the means to pay them. We would have greater numbers if Ryza wasn't so damnably cautious, and Hieronymus did us a favor and shut his preaching trap. Vladame grits his teeth and adds quietly, I would have long thrown the good reverend for a loop if it weren't for the fanatical mob that would show up here to avenge him. Okay. What does Ryza have a problem with? She has misgivings about the prospect of our cooperation. The old rogue prefers not to pick fights unless her victory is a foregone conclusion, and right now she seems to be planning on fleeing rather than fighting. She needs the right kind of motivation. What a shame there's no one the cold bitch values enough for me to take them hostage. Okay. And why did Ryza call you Vakimo? Old nicknames die as hard as old habits. I used to be known by that name at the station. The Vakimo is a myth, a malicious spirit stalking for prey in Footfall's empty sectors. Takara chuckles. I had a terrible reputation when I was young. I can't help but like this guy. He's such a skeeving guy, but Incendia's worse, so, you know. Why has Hieronymus shown up here? He preaches repentance. Vladame remains stone-faced for a few seconds before giving in and letting a sarcastic smile from his lips. Chorda sent him here to make us lay down our arms and renounce our rebellious ways. But he seems taken aback by the scale of Lady Incendia's purges, which opens up possibilities. If we put pressure on him, he'll bring over zealots who will tear apart whoever he points his finger at. A useful man. I regret not establishing rapport with him sooner. Okay, so we might be able to convince Ryza and Hieronymus to help us in this fight. News of Incendia's death is hardly going to please the Lord Inquisitor. Like I care. Well, considering Calcazar has never once interfered in the station's affairs, he doesn't care about Footfall. This means he also doesn't care who runs the station so long as things are quiet on it. I'm going to make sure things are quiet. Granted, he did give Chorda a security detail, but if she's already, Takara emphasizes the last word, dead, and her death doesn't smell of deadly heresy, he likely won't bother to investigate. The Lord Inquisitor will simply entrust governance to someone who won't cause him problems. Me. I realize it's a bold hypothesis, and the Lord Inquisitor may have me hanged for Chorda's death, but my life is at stake as it is, so I may as well take the risk. Yeah, it's like this is still his best chance, so. I have understood your plan. An unblinking gaze fixes upon you. I hope you're finding it promising. I wonder what this making a deal with the Casbalica is. I want the Iconoclast point, so if this kind of like locks us out of it, we're gonna do this. I will help you overthrow Chorda. Each second of her continued rule will cost the lives of hundreds of innocent people. I'm glad you're with us, your lordship. This is a fight we must be well prepared for. As a colleague of mine used to say, if your brain doesn't hurt from all that thinking of where to hide, it'll find out even your skull isn't thick enough once the fight is on. Which sounds especially ironic, considering how he died. I'd like to ask your opinion on how prepared we are to entertain Lady Incendia. Perhaps some of those gathered in here will support us. Ryza's people, Hieronymus' zealots, even Octaviana's regulars. We can use whomever we can get. If you think that it may be worth fortifying our positions or preparing a few surprises for our guests, my people and arsenals are at your disposal. All you have to do is say the word. As soon as we're ready, send Chorda a message saying I'm here. Let her come. We'll settle our differences the Footfall way, with a gunfight. Okay? I would like to make a deal with the Casbalica. Regretfully, your lordship, I have nothing to offer you at the moment. My access to the assets you're interested in has been temporarily restricted. Okay, this is probably just trading then. Okay. It's going to take putting a bullet through a couple of heads for me to once again be able to offer an adequate range of merchandise. Let's go look around. He nods attentively, then looks down at a data tablet showing a map of the station systems. He scrutinizes it with a pensive expression. Okay. So, patrons, Ryza, and Hieronymus. Okay, so here's Hieronymus. Let's go ahead and make some saves. The Emperor protects young Von Valancius. What has brought you here? Perhaps you would like to confess? Repentance is the first step on the path of redemption. I would like to see the Drusian relics. We would never refuse our help to one who makes generous donations to our mission. Okay. So if you side with Incendia, do you lose access to, like, you would lose access to him. If we can't convince him, we could lose access to the Drusian market. Okay. Why are you preaching here among rebels? It is not rebels that I see. I see fools and malefactors whose weakness made them reject the law of the Imperium. Who need of repentance and instruction. Had I come here earlier, perhaps I would have been able to prevent this heretical insurrection. And what do you see, rogue trader? I see frightened people trying to save their lives. You are entirely right. But it is not their lives that they should be saving, it is their souls that are truly in peril. Reverend, I want to stop Incendia. Shall you help me? Are you openly declaring your intent to move against an exactor of the Emperor's justice? And why should I, her mentor in the faith, help you commit that act of treachery? Yeah, we got good options, man. We are built for this. I feel like the persuasion is probably the best one. We lean into his inclination of religion. St. Drusus is a doctrine of redemption, but Incendia has forgotten about that. Now what else may she have forgotten? Indeed, her fervor frightens me. Sometimes I feel she takes pleasure in doling out punishments and revels in her own power. She has forgotten that punishments exist to purify his servants and return them to his light, so that they may continue this service. Senseless slaughter is at odds with that goal. I regret never managing to drive that point home to her. Now you have banished my doubt. I will do what must be done. St. Drusus's faith will aid you in battle. Nice. So let's see, the chaplain, have you sheltered a pirate among your brethren? Chaplain is a deeply believing servant of the Emperor. Few are as intimately familiar with human vice as him, and that is what fills his words with sincerity. His flock heeds and respects him, and as for all the hardened rascals and cutthroats who are part of that flock, why not? Our doctrine shuns no one so long as they are willing to receive its word with an open soul. That is commendable. I take no credit for that. They choose that path for themselves. I merely point out that the path is open to all and instruct those who have started their journey to redemption, for thus St. Drusus taught us. Okay, goodbye. Alright, one down.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, Vladame's agent. We need to talk to Octaviana.
Let us not dawdle.
Octaviana looks tired but finds the strength to smile briskly. She pours 2 shots of a clear yellowish liquid with streaks of promethium in it, and slides one towards Ryza. Let's drink to her infallible ladyship, Chorda's mercy and good judgment, wherever they are right now. You save Footfall Station from starvation by granting your patronage and delivering shipments of grain. Alright, so that's going to help us. Ryza downs the shot, grimacing contentedly. You're quite the poet, Octi. Yes, indeed, one would hate it if Lady Chorda's ill health affected our own. Have you by any chance run into Lady Chorda's good judgment on your journeys, your lordship? The pirate laughs hoarsely. Have you got anything strong, Octaviana? For you, always, my lord. A dusty but finely made greenish bottle with a wax seal appears on the bar. Lord Winterscale's favorite blend, so good it's not entirely legal. However, during his last visit, his lordship told me to put a bottle aside until his return. And who knows if he'll ever return here now. It would be a waste. Well, actually, we know he's alive. It's because of us he's alive. I really do like Octi. She's cool. Let's see. Then here's to Caligos's health and his prudence. If there's anything in the world her infallible ladyship hates more than us, it's Caligos Winterscale. So I'll heartily join your toast. Okay. How have you been doing here? Badly. We're in no mood to lay down and die yet. There are still people who can't stand Chorda's regime. They are fighting. A sting, a day, always somewhere new. Vladame may be on the run, but he still has people loyal to him. He'd have had more if it weren't for Reverend Hieronymus. Many fell for his sermons and took to repenting and confessing. He's turned so many to the faith that they don't dare touch him anymore. The old man's a force to be reckoned with now. She lowers her voice. Vladame has let the station slip away from him. Many are displeased, including his business partners. Should something happen to Tokara, come here. Yours and the Kasbalika's business shouldn't take a hit because of former liege's ambition. Okay. Are you not afraid of the that the enforcers will come for you eventually? She smiles tenderly. If they show up, I'll blow up the martyr's endurance before I let those butchers take me alive. For now, I'll be behind the bar, refueling my roughnecks. It's a rotten thing for a captain to abandon ship, isn't it, your lordship? Some captain. If I were you, I'd scram while the scramming's good. I know you're attached to the Amesicus, but this hole isn't worth dying for. I have a shuttle hidden away nearby, so we could take off right now. Calm down, Ryza. I'm not holding you here, so don't try to drag me away either. Octaviana, we have a plan for stopping Chorda. Your help would be of use. She looks at you pensively. And by we, you mean you and Vladame? He always has a plan, but it's by far not always the best plan. Why should I believe in your idea? Okay. We have coercion and commerce. And we've also got iconoclast. Point to the people in the hall. Well, we're going to try this. Point to the people in the hall with a sweeping gesture. This is not about whose idea it is, but who we are doing it for. For the people on footfall, for you, Octavia, for your freedom from an insane zealot's reign of terror. The patrons greet your last sentence with an enthusiastic roar. Your heartfelt speech resonated with the commoners, and seems to have stirred Octaviana too. You sure know how to be persuasive. Yeah, I built for it. Your lordship, you are right. You're ready to risk your life for us, and here I am being picky like a noble offered a Nutribar made of ground corpses. You can count on me. I don't have any fighters, but I do have a shipment of non-human weapons. Lethal, but with no guarantee of quality. Figuring out how it even works is tricky enough, but that still beats the junk Vladame's cutthroats are armed with. They can have a round on the house. Okay, can I speak with Ryza? Ryza casts a glance in Octaviana's direction, waits for her to take the hint and look away, and then says, "At your lordship's service." Your eyes pierce the pirate, and you sense that the burden of her transgressions is so heavy that it will soon drag her under. Her fear has allowed a malicious will to sink its claws into her soul and tear it slowly to pieces. Vladame needs your help. Your lordship, his plan is the death throes of a cornered and condemned man who's grasping at imaginary straws. The Vakimo was once smart, shrewd, and wild. Now he's simply refusing to admit he's already lost. We modest dealers are no match for a rogue trader. It would be different, of course, if we were strongly motivated or had a rogue trader on our side. Ryza looks you straight in the eye, her meaning quite clear. Oh, I'm in. I'm already in. So we can do profit factor, so we can pay her, or we can do what we're good at. Spoken like a cowardly crone, not a dreaded pirate captain. Succeeded. She flashes her eyes and scowls. Don't talk to me like that, your lordship. The times we're living in, barely anyone in the Expanse remembers who old Ryza is. I'm not getting any respect anymore. That means they need a reminder, and they're going to get one. Oh, what the warp. My crew and I will take part in your little uprising. Don't ask me for details. Old Ryza prefers to keep quiet about the backstage side of her insidious and sudden strikes. Okay. I don't even think I'm going to ask this. I have nothing more to say. Like, we just got her to agree to work with us. There's no reason for me to antagonize her, you know? Okay. Dreadful Xenos. When we were in cages, we got fed and got zapped, but nothing else besides zapped. Now we aren't getting any food, and on top of the zapping, there's whacking and kicking and stabbing too. I want to go back to my cage.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Carouse, 100%.
Success is the only
The decanter used to
outcome I
contain a cheap
accept.
amasec, which for the sake of attractiveness has obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent.
I always keep my options open.
So there was also an implication that we would be able to set up traps, so I need to go and talk to other people next to Vladame, I think, but let's continue looking around. A logic check.
Done.
Okay, succeeded. The menu system of the Adeptus Amesicus looks eerily similar to the design of the internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient times. Okay, what's the point? Sure. Guess. Didn't even get experience for it.
I always have a backup plan.
My success was inevitable.
Order for barricades to be assembled out of the rubbish. Okay.
That was a problem for you.
Is there money to be made?
That was one of the things. Alright, let's go see if we can do anything else by talking to anybody over by Vladame. Before we kick this off, this shoddy cover will offer little protection against a well-aimed shot, but at least it will conceal the target from the shooter. Okay. Alright, so we set up barricades. Is that all we can do? Your lordship? Gunner. No? I thought I'd be able to, like, set up some turrets or something, but
Rise to the top or
maybe
get
not.
left in the dust.
Alright, I guess we'll just do this.
Keep your wits about you.
I see no issue in letting Incendia know you are here. Get ready, your enemies will be here soon. I'm not gonna tell on Octi. I'd put her in power, given the chance, so... I will send my least important associates to the entrance to take the brunt of the initial assault. That should thin our guest numbers. Without thinking, Vladimir reaches for his pistol to check how easily it slides out of its holster. Then he smiles. It's an easygoing, young, and bloodthirsty smile. I'd almost forgotten how much I love all this. Dude's wild. Stay where you are. Lay down your weapons. We're here for the criminal Vladimir Takara and his accomplices. Members of the heretic Vladimir Takara's gang, lay down your arms and face righteous justice. They'll hang us all. Don't trust them, lads. Let's make the holy soldiers bleed. Down with the hangwoman. I hoped you would respond like this. Enforcers attack. For the justice of Chorda and never. Flame rages in Chorda's furious gaze as she surveys the bar. Her figure seems to exude a ruthless radiance, cruel, like the scorching sun of a desert world. Rebels and heretics. I, rogue trader Incendia, Chorda, master of footfall and defender of justice, am ordering you to lay down your arms. Harsh justice awaits those who surrender. An ignoble death awaits the rest. Vladimir takes out his pistol slowly and says in a lazy drawl, Incendia, Chorda, I, Vladimir the Vakimo, am ordering you to get off my turf before I blow your brains out and throw your corpse for a loop. I don't even care to talk her down. We know where this is going. Hieronymus won't be able to talk her down. Do we try, though? I don't know if I want to. I really don't like her. Like, I definitely like, what's-his-face, Winterscale, a lot more than I like her. She's awful. Attack. May whoever is right survive. You are a traitor just like Theodora. Your dynasty has long since needed a lesson in obedience. Gang, kick this lunatic out of my bar. Your bar? I mean, in a way, but
take you down.
I don't know. Octi's more so than yours. Okay, you're gonna get like first move anyway, right? So we'll probably move you around this edge. So many snipers. All right, Cassia. Let's do this. I'm gonna put you here. No? Nothing? Really? We might be bugging. 'Cause that's not normal. Okay. That was lame.
If I may. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's make it quick.
Nice.
Scared yet?
go.
Where are you going, Hieronymus? Okay.
Out of my way.
All right. You ready to do some work, Argenta?
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, I want to be where he's at.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Not bad. We even got the pass through.
Has failed.
Ouch. Those poor people.
I must not falter. I will endure.
Yeah, she actually might go down. I really did need to get her into a safer position. Gosh, she's unkillable. You're unkillable. Okay.
If I must.
Let's see. Can you see her? Okay, we're not quite in killing range for that, unfortunately. Those end turn, so let's not do that. I'm gonna expose weakness on you.
No weakness is hidden from my sight. I hear you moving. No more.
Boom, that gets us 2 more action points. We get to shoot again.
Fortune favors the swift. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Trail this guy.
Duty prevails!
Okay, if you go there... Let's give Argenta another turn. She might go down, so... If you go there, what's our sight line there? Pretty good.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. Pain of the mortal magic. Nothing. Legacy is forever.
Ooh, and almost got that one back there too. We'll just prep that for her next turn when she can actually attack. Steady superiority.
I will not. That is not the Emperor's will. This is unacceptable.
Why not? Oh, you have to actually hit a target? Okay. We'll leave it then. Fine. Okay, Jay. Oh, we got pistols on you.
I want a medal for that one.
Probably should have done press the advantage, but here we are. Aw, we missed. Who's going next?
Who, if not me? On it. I'll see to it personally.
Are they like immune to this stuff? Maybe that's what's going on. They have some kind of like immunity somewhere to all of her abilities.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let's get to
Okay, that
it.
worked. Huh.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize. Tell me, and it is done. Don't get too cocky.
Okay, if he got poisoned, he might just die from that. He only has 9 HP. That works too.
Show me what you've got. How you like this?
Let's make it quick.
84, not bad. All right, Takara. Jesus. Okay, not a lot of safe places for you to be able to do a volley. Seems like there's a friend or foe in every corner here. Sorry, dude.
I'll do it. Is a prayer.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Argent, you could have stopped.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith.
Okay, I don't want to do a flurry on this guy, so let's just shoot him. Shoot him on the reg. And shoot him on the reg. Bam. Look at yourselves. Oh, too fast. Vladame surveys the carnage and says dryly and morosely, "What a mess. Thank you for helping me deal with it, your lordship. Your help has been invaluable. But the Kasbalika mission will nonetheless try to approximate and match its value in the most generous of terms." He glances at Incendia's body and inquires with grim composure, "Does your lordship have any preference in regard to what should be done with the remains of the lady?" Yeah, I think 2 is the right option. I don't like her, but yeah, we don't need to give her body to the mob. Lady Incendia's body is to be transported to the domain of House Chorda, untouched. Overcoming the desire to spit on Incendia's corpse clearly manifested on his face, Vladame turns from a thug into a cold bureaucrat again before your eyes. He says curtly to one of his associates, "Place her ladyship's body in a crypto vault and take it to her ship. Make sure no damage is done to it. No further damage, that is. We were enemies, of course, but that's no reason not to act in a civilized manner." Okay. What are you meaning to do next? "I'll restore control. I'll free the prisoners and give merchants back their impounded cargo. I'll replace the lowlives her ladyship put in charge with my own lowlives. I'll take care of those of the station sectors that are slowly dying in isolation. And of course I'll send an envoy to the Lord Inquisitor to bring him the news and inform him of my willingness to cooperate." Okay. "Cleanse the station of Chorda's miscreants. I am no butcher. Her ladyship's enforcers may leave the station, except those personally complicit in the killings of my employees, friends, and loved ones. I have a responsibility towards them." "Congratulations, your lordship. You have one less rival in the Expanse." Okay. Bunch of experience, and we got Fellowship of the Void, Drusians, and Kasbalika mission reputation. Very nice. Ooh. Now that we've dealt with the pressing issues, do you have any other instructions regarding the station's governance going forward? After all, Footfall is now under your exclusive personal protection. Vladame and everyone in the pub look at you expectantly. Okay. Footfall is exhausted and wounded by Chorda's cruelty. I'm going to have shelter set up where those in need and pain can find a roof over their heads, sustenance, and medical aid. He's still preaching. Dude never takes a break. All right, Hieronymus. The entire gathering glorifies your name with a joyful chant. In their eyes, you see hope with a dash of mistrust. The station's inhabitants aren't used to such magnanimity. However, something in your voice gives them hope that you're not putting on a show. and that perhaps this is the beginning of a new and less grim period in the station's history. We gain the ability, Transcend the Potential, and Iconoclast plus 20. Okay, one friendly creature within a 15-cell radius. Once per battle, the rogue trader may choose an ally. The target ally may immediately use their heroic act without spending momentum. What? Not applicable to allies whose heroic act is on cooldown. Oh, this is from level 4 of Iconoclast. That's OP, dude. That's really powerful. Wow. Once per fight. Just a free heroic act. The liege, now a liege again, is looking tired but pleased with what's going on around him. His fingers rap away at his datasheet as he sends out instruction after instruction. Your lordship, is there anything Footfall can do to thank you for its liberation? How's the station doing? I can see you have everything under control again. I'm only doing the duties imposed upon me by my position as a liege. After the House Chorda forces retreated in a hurry, it turned out that, surprisingly enough, there were unaccounted for scumbags at the station who wasted no time grabbing the opportunity. I took the smartest and most useful among them under my wing and told them I didn't want any shenanigans. As for the rest, 100 or so names had to be added to the grievous toll Lady Chorda had left behind. Okay. We can check the trade. Alright, we didn't unlock anything new. Yeah, 500 is not that much from where we're at right now. What we need for reputation. Okay, that's a lot of gear, dude. That is a lot of gear. Alright, most stuff is probably going to go there. We'll check this. Check this. We'll check this. A duelist uniform. The character wearing this armor will dodge 30% on average. It's a light, actually. Okay, if the wearer equips 2 pistols, they gain plus 10 ballistic skill and plus 10% hit chance. Base armor property, 15% dodge, if the wearer's ballistic skill is more than 70. I don't know if we have somebody who would benefit from that. The only person dual-wielding pistols is her right now, and she's not really main party. Some heavy armor. Xenomesh. Alright, this is 2 episodes in a row. We crashed as I was looking at that gear, and now we're gonna have to do the Chorda fight again. Frankly, I'm getting a little bit miffed at the game right now. 2 episodes in a row. I feel like they're wasting my time. And there's nothing that I value more than my time because I have so very little of it at any given moment of my life. So, if this continually happens through this act, it's going to be a rough end of the game because I'm going to be really, really pissed off. All right. Let's kill Chorda.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
I will take you down.
Okay. Different positions.
If I may.
Let's make it quick.
Am I hitting any friendlies back there? Alright, maybe we'll just avoid this one guy so that we don't hit any of our friendlies.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
What is this one? Get the kill. Darn. Trail the bodyguard.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Probably should have just saved that for later, but
I'll do it.
we used one of our free reloads and we still had 8 left. But she doesn't miss, man. She doesn't miss.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
High momentum.
Okay, you only have room for 1. Unless you can get a kill. No, that's the only person who's marked as prey now, so let's just do a regular attack.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
And let's put the trail on her.
I understand your intent.
I can do that with the right incentive. Tell me, and it is. I want a medal for that one. I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay, can you actually shoot these guys? Yes, you can. No, you can't. You do need to come out a little bit.
Here's my perfect moment.
Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worth intoxicated.
Oh my gosh, devastating indeed. Absolutely devastating.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Who's left? Oh, that guy's still alive. There we go. All right. We'll go through the same things. Iconoclast. We got Transcend the Potential. We save. I quick save. Save again. And we end the episode. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, A Happy Fat Panda, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, Hannah Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Daniel, Yale, Naya, Turkeyfoot27, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.